What's up, everybody? It's John with John Sports Cards and Collectibles coming at you with a brand new video. How is everyone doing out there today in the YouTube universe? We are going to dive into our archives and show you a very, very cool set. I don't consider this an oddball thing at all. This is a food and beverage product. This is Kellogg's 3D Superstars from 1981. We have the complete set here. It's right there. You can see the edge of the top loaders there. This is an awesome, awesome release. They went to a standard card size on this year of Kellogg's. The previous year, 1980, actually has some very valuable cards. We showcased that set, got a few years ago. We've showcased 1979 and one of the 82 or 83. There's one more set that I think we have not showcased. There were two. Today we're going to do 1981. So they went to standard card size this year and change up the look of the card as far as the borders and stuff, and we'll show you that in a second. They also added 6 more cards to their set. They normally had 60. They went to 66 this year. And this year of Kellogg's 3D Superstars, you could not get them in the boxes. They had a special mail-in only scenario where you had to provide 2 proofs of purchase, and I think it was $3.50 for the complete set. Now I have 2 sets. One is here, the other one is boxed up still. So I wanted to showcase this. I came across it. I'm working on building some sets out to showcase here on the channel. Sets that I basically have done, but I need to transfer them over to binders for you to showcase them. And I came across this and I said, we gotta show this. These are phenomenal. So let's start out here. Let's move the stack over right here. You can see the edge of the first card right here. Here's George Foster. So what they did differently on this one, they obviously made the standard card size, you can see the white border. The last year's 1980, the previous year was a fourth smaller, I believe, and they had blue borders, and they're phenomenal and beautiful 3D cards. But they did a great job with these. I mean, the photography is really, really clean. The backgrounds stand out. I mean, you can just see the nice blue sky here, the clouds. I mean, it's just wonderful. They also added this yellow border with the stars as well, too. You can see the Kellogg's logo. They just put the player's last name on here. There's lots of Hall of Famers in this release. So you got George Foster, left fielder for the Cincinnati Reds. And then here is the backs. They have all their stats going back, I believe, to their first year. I didn't know George Foster was in the Giants. That is interesting. And then so you have here their full name, George Arthur Foster. It has their vitals and then even their hobbies on here. He likes records and sports. And then you got this nice bio here, a big bio that kind of wraps around the stats. And there you go. This is made by Panographics, I believe, made these. So very cool stuff. This is card number 1 out of 66. I think that might be the same company that made the credit cards that came out in 81, 82, 83, and we have those as well. We showcased those. I think it was, gosh, at least over a year ago. Okay, second card here, Jim Palmer. It's beautiful. I'm not going to show you the backs on each one of these at all. We'll just go through these slowly so you can get a really good look at them. Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. Card number 3. Another thing I wanted to kind of mention too, not in association with these Kellogg's cards, but I've slowly started to upload some of our videos onto a trading card database. So say, for example, you wanted to go check out 1979 Topps and read about that release and look at the checklist and things like that. There's a little section that you can click on that has called videos, and then you would see our video up for that of the set break that we just had. So I kind of just realized what we should be uploading these sets and box breaks and things like that onto that database. So a lot of people look at it to really can give a good representation of a product as well. So like when this is done, this video will be uploaded onto Trading Card Database's website. And you have to be a member to be able to do that kind of thing. So anyway, here's Al Oliver, Scoop. There we or the Texas Rangers. Now, there are some of these, like this Reggie Jackson's got this beautiful, and so does the Palmer, just the beautiful blue sky, the clouds. But some of them are shot in stadiums, and I'm not sure which ones. Some of them I can kind of figure out. Like this next one, it might be Veteran Stadium. Mike Schmidt there, Hall of Famer. But there are a couple I'm not 100% sure where they shot them. That's a very nice one there. And you can also see from the times the hairstyles and the hair flap. This kind of hairstyle was so popular back then. I had it too, and then I cut it, and I never went back. Nolan was doing the right thing here with the ears exposed. I don't know why, but people didn't have the ears exposed. Their ears exposed. Here's Nolan Ryan, the Express Hall of Famer. See, I'm not sure if that's the Astrodome or where that is, because it looks like maybe grass there. The Astrodome is turf, so beautiful card there. Next up, Bucky F. and Dent. And you can see the background here. It's like you can see the stands. It's hard to make out where these photographs were taken. And I couldn't find any information online. There's George Brett, Hall of Famer. Beautiful. See the stands in the background there. And the cards, they're in excellent shape. Mint condition. They would not be considered gem mint condition because I'm sure centering would probably put them down. But these cards, there's no cracks or anything in them. Hall of Famer Jim Rice. Steve Garvey, not in the Hall. I wanted to take a closer look at this bat and see who was on that bat, or if those are just marks from the ball hitting it. But I didn't get around to it. Yeah, use like the magnifying glass to check that out. Roy Stargell, Pops, love it, with a pillbox hat. A couple years after our last World Series win, 1979. Phil Necro. Wonderful stuff right there. Dave Parker, Cobra. Cesar Cedeno. And then you also, I didn't even touch on it, but then you get the embedded autograph on each one of these as well, too. Very cool. Don Baylor. Great player, not in the Hall of Fame, but just a very good player for the Angels for a long time. J.R. Richard. Had some really good seasons there for the Astros. You can see the brim of his hat where he must have been rubbing his fingers up there. Wonder why. Was there something underneath it? It's just odd, but okay. Tony Perez, you see the stands in the background here. There's one shot, a couple of these shots. I think it's just one in particular that has the sunset in the background. That's beautiful. There's Tony Perez, Hall of Famer. They were the Boston Red Sox at that point. Eddie Murray, the young Eddie Murray. Can't make out what this is in the background of the stadium where they took this shot, but it's very cool. Chet Lemon. Chicago White Sox, sensational outfielder. Ben Ogilvy, another great player, gets overlooked a ton. Milwaukee Brewers slugger. Beautiful. Beautiful card. Next up, Dave Winfield, Hall of Famer. And these came in, I believe, like 3-card sheets. They came in these little brown, like an off-white type kind of a box, flat box kind of thing, and then they were inside. You probably have seen that in our previous videos. They were all shipped the same way. Like the cards were in an envelope. We have like 1 or 2 unopened sets still. That I think one of the years we haven't showcased here, so we'll get to it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We'll get to that video at some point. Here's Joe Morgan, rest in peace. Just looking at this card, it's just so cool. If you move it around, you can kind of see the background move a little bit. Very neat stuff. Vita Blue. Great pitcher. They were the San Francisco Giants, but had some sensational years with the Oakland Athletics. I'm not sure where that is. That's Candlestick Park in the background or not. The fence doesn't look like it. Willie Wilson, the speedster. And I think the coating on this is like a plastic coating. And they combine it with the paper to make these. Steve Henderson, New York Mets. Rod Carew, the Angels, Hall of Famer Rod Carew. Gary Templeton. I don't think Ozzie Smith is in this release, but we'll see. I can't remember. But, Templeton had some good years too, but, they made that trade. And Ozzie came over. It was what? It was this year or next year, the 82, I think. Dave Concepcion. And neither team, the Cardinals thrived. Dave Concepcion not in the Hall of Fame. Wonderful shortstop, though, for the Reds. Cardinals did great, and the Padres, were kicking themselves. Davey Lopes, another great player, second baseman for the LA Dodgers. Not in the Hall of Fame, but still a great player. Scrappy kind of player. Ken Landreau, another player gets very overlooked. Good outfielder. I believe he had some speed. Doesn't have the stolen base numbers on here, but he was a good hitter, what I remember too. Ken Landreau, Minnesota Twins. Keith Hernandez. Very cool stuff. Is that Shea Stadium back there? I'm not sure. Comment down below. I recognize that top portion of those bleachers, or seating section up here, but I can't remember where I saw that. Okay, I see that Keith Hernandez out in the Hall, good first baseman. Cecil Cooper, another great player, not in the Hall of Fame, first baseman for the Milwaukee Brewers, had lots of power. Let's see. He hit his homers around the 20s, but he was an RBI guy. You can see here, he had some really started to these were his peak years, I want to say. Look at that. He had a batting average of, what is that, 352. That's awesome. He was very good. He gets very overlooked. He's a very overlooked player. Second year, Ricky Henderson. Beautiful stuff right there. I love the Oakland Athletics uniforms. I think they've changed them slightly as the years have gone on, but they've always obviously kept their colors. And the green and the yellow just really, on certain cards, just pop out and stand out. I was noticing that when I was building these sets that we're going to be showcasing. There's a few years that certain cards, the green, it's just right there, and it's just like, it just catches your eye. So there's Ricky Henderson, a second year. Frank White, great second baseman there for the Kansas City Royals. George Hendrick, another great player. So you see the back here. Again, comment down below if you guys know what stadium that is. There's George Hendrick with very short hair in this picture. Usually he's got it going on, but this one, he must have gotten a haircut. But great outfielder there, George Hendrick, St. Louis Cardinals. Reggie Smith, another standout player too. Right fielder for the LA Dodgers. Tug McGraw, good relief pitcher, very good relief pitcher, not in the Hall of Fame, but still a very good relief pitcher there at that point in time in the Philadelphia Phillies. Tom Seaver, rest in peace, Hall of Famer. At this point in time, the Cincinnati Reds. Unbelievable pitcher. Ken Singleton, another player that we don't talk about a whole lot. Played for a long time. Started out with the Mets, and then, he was in Montreal. I did not know that. And the Orioles. Here's with the Orioles. Very good player. Power. And you can see these power numbers. He was hitting 35 home runs that one season. the year prior, 1988, 24. Could hit. Definitely could hit. Very good player. Not in the Hall, though, surprisingly enough. And neither is this man either. Fred Lynn, very good outfielder here with the Boston Red Sox. Then bounced around to a bunch of teams after this. But he was very good. A few years later, he went to the Angels, I think. Goose Gossage, Hall of Famer. We all know who he is. Unbelievable relief pitcher. Terry Poole, player we don't talk about very much, but a very good outfielder for the Houston Astros. Larry Boa. You really get a good look at his hair here. Man, oh man, that's bad. It's a bad haircut. But he was very good. He's not in the Hall of Fame. He was a good fielder, could hit. He didn't have very much power, but he was a, contact hitter, and he was very good. Phil Garner, scrap iron. Very, very, again, another great player, not in the Hall of Fame. Played for the Pirates, Houston Astros. I don't know if he played for anybody else after that. And he played for Oakland before he came over to our Buccos. But very good player there. Ron Guidry, another excellent pitcher, not in the Hall of Fame. New York Yankee fans will definitely know who Ron Guidry is. He's very good. Lee Mazzilli. A good outfielder for the New York Mets. Played for my Buccos, too. Now, this is the one, and you can see the sunset in the background. You can see the pink. I believe that's the sunset. I don't think it stands. But just cool. Very cool. Maybe that's a storm moving in. I'm not 100% sure, but you can see the colors right there are different, and the stands are below it. So I don't know where they took this photograph, but Dave came in King Kong. Lots of power that guy had. He had, 49, 45? Wait, how many home runs is that? 48. He had a lot of home runs, a lot of power there. Yes, Carl Yastrzemski. Getting near the end of his career here. Hall of Famer, though. Sensational player. Rick Burleson. You can see the Texas Rangers state. You can see the Texas State logo back there. So they must have taken this, obviously, Rangers field. I don't know what it was called back then. Rick Burleson. Steve Carlton, Hall of Famer. Wonderful pitcher. Philadelphia Phillies. Alan Trammell, Hall of Famer. You can see, again, the Texas Rangers, like the Texas logo back there. Texas State. It's very cool. Hall of Famer Alan Trammell. Tommy John, not him, a great pitcher. They were the Yankees. Paul Molitor, Hall of Famer. It's very cool, young Paul Molitor. So they don't have the team name in the front, but they have it on the back here, and then the logo. And then I forgot to point out Tony the Tiger here, the Kellogg's logo. Very cool stuff here, almost down to the end. Joe Charbonneau won Rookie of the Year 1980. So he didn't have a card in 1980. 81, I think, is his rookie card. And so this might be considered a rookie, like a second-year card, but a rookie perhaps. So should look that up and double-check on that. But there's Joe Charbonneau. Kind of just, you can see it, the 1 year stats. And he just kind of went down as the years went on, and then he was gone. Rick Langford. Great pitcher there for the Oakland Athletics. Bruce Sutter. A terrible, terrible photograph of Mr. Bruce Sutter. He looks like he's wearing a hair helmet. And that mustache, I don't know what's going on here. But he's trying. There's Bruce Sutter, Hall of Famer. Lights out closer. Robin Yount. Mr. Smiles right there. His golden locks. Just a great player there. Milwaukee Brewers. Shortstop. Steve Stone. Great pitcher there for the Baltimore Orioles. Not in the Hall of Fame. Larry Gura. Another great pitcher. Not in the Hall of Fame. Here with the Kansas City Royals. Mike Flanagan. Another phenomenal pitcher from the day then. Baltimore Orioles pitcher. Not in the Hall of Fame. Bob Horner. Actually, one of my favorite players. Bob Horner and Dale Murphy. I don't think Dale Murphy's in this release. But tons and tons of power of Mr. Horner. He always looked like he was angry about something. He looked mean, but I still liked him. Bruce Bochy, first baseman there for the Seattle Mariners. Pete Rose. All you Pete Rose fans probably like this one. If you've never seen this one before, this is maybe a first look, obviously, for you guys. It's a very cool card. Buddy Bell, another great player we overlook an awful lot. That background's crazy. You can see the third base line or something. I don't know what is the background back here behind him, but that's very weird and strange looking. But there's Buddy Bell, great third baseman for the Texas Rangers and a few other teams. Johnny Bench, Hall of Famer. Looks like Three River Stadium, and I can't tell 100%. Might be Riverfront. But there's Johnny Bench, Hall of Famer. We end with Mike Hargrove, not in the Hall of Fame. Great player. You know him as a manager, too. See all the nice clouds in the background. Just kind of like a, yeah, look, Mr. Hargrove doesn't look very happy there. But that's it. That is the 1981 Kellogg's 3D baseball card set, and put out by Panographics. I said Parographics, I think, earlier. Panographics, and Topps is not affiliated. It has nothing to do with this, I don't believe. I think it's just Kellogg's. But this company made these. I believe they made those credit cards that we've showcased here. We showcased here a few years ago. And those are really awesome. So maybe go back and check that out. They're called Superstar credit cards, something like that. But they're pretty wicked. I think the same company made these. So there you go. That is the 1981 Kellogg's 3D baseball card complete set. Cards 1 through 66. And this was lots and lots of fun looking at these again. Now they're preserved in here. They're not just sitting in a large count box. So now they're saved, and the other ones will be put in top loaders too, and be boxed back up and put away along with these. So, but I'm glad I was able to share this with you, and hopefully this is something cool and unique you've never seen before, and now you have. So that's all I got for you guys. Remember to like, subscribe, comment down below, share this video with your friends, family, and loved ones. We have our eBay store links down below in the description as well too. We have a live auction that's coming Friday from 8 to 10:30 p.m. We normally do them on Saturdays, but it'll be this Friday, April 22nd. From 8 to 10:30 p.m. We'll have a preview video for that up tomorrow. I think you guys are going to be blown away by the vintage cards we have available from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, along with some really cool Bowman cards we're going to have in lots for you guys as well too. So that's some other unique pieces that we'll talk about in the video tomorrow. So you want to check out that upload tomorrow. And that's all I've got for you guys though for today. So I greatly appreciate you stopping by, spend some time out of your day, watching our latest video, 1981 Kellogg's 3D baseball cards. It was fun. So until next time, folks, this is John Sports Cards and Collectibles signing off, and hey, I'll see you.